Good morning. Welcome to our healthcare heroes and our local viewers, as well as our viewers from all around. My name's Nicole Traum, and you're watching Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. Thanks for tuning in. We made it to Friday. Another week under our belt for this quarantine, for this time. And as we continue with our weekly theme, this week's theme is allowing ourselves to pause, to find different ways to pause, to let ourselves really feel and receive. And so we'll continue with that today. Since it's Friday, I like to call Fridays Feel Good Friday. So we're gonna do things that make us feel really good in our bodies so that we can really soften and receive. So let's just start here by sitting up nice and tall. You can lengthen up through your spine. You can sit forward in your chair a little bit so you feel that support underneath you. And let's just start with a couple of shoulder rolls this morning. Rolling those shoulders back and around towards your ears and then back down through the back body. Letting yourself take a couple deep breaths this morning. That's it. Just feeling that movement. Perfect. And then try to go in the other direction and just kind of make your mind work a little bit harder this morning as you move, as you breathe. That's it. Just letting yourself settle into your body and into your breath. Good, and then we'll start to inhale the arms up. I'm gonna fix myself here, and then exhale the arms down. Good morning. Inhale, reaching those arms up and overhead, and then exhaling them down, just starting to stretch a little bit, reaching up and overhead, exhaling as you lower, letting yourself just start to feel. So pausing doesn't mean we have to totally come to a complete stop, as most of us are going so fast, right? To go to a complete stop would be crazy. Right, so slowing down means just coming in, noticing your breath, still moving, still breathing. And then with that slower, more intentional movement and breath, then we can start to come to those places where we start to pause a little bit more. All right, let's do one more round of breath. Big inhale, big exhale, good. And then come back and roll your shoulders again, just feeling that movement into the front body and into the back body. Perfect. Good, and then we'll come in and we're gonna scoot forward in the chair and just start to make circles. So I usually start my yoga classes with this. This is one of those poses that as we move in these circles, we let our energy start to root down, start to ground down. So feel your energy just starting to release down towards your chair, towards the floor. Feel yourself as you breathe and move, waking up those muscles all along the outer hips and the low back. And then notice your direction. You can pause and change. So when we do that, we give ourselves that pause and we make our mind work in a different way. Sometimes our mind goes on overdrive. Anyone else guilty of that? Right? Sometimes I wonder, how did I get to my daughter's school this morning? We're just driving, we're just there, right? So we have to allow ourselves to come back every once in a while and be more mindful, be more present. Good, and then coming back in through center. Inhale, roll your shoulders onto your back, lift your chest, your heart. Exhale as you round. Rolling them back, opening the heart, opening the chest, and then rounding forward. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's do two more like that. Big inhale. Good. Big exhale. And then coming back, we're going to bring our hands back behind our head and interlace our hands. So you can bring your elbows out here. Bring your chin so that it's parallel with the floor. So it's not going to be super Pez dispenser. It's going to be about parallel. And you can start to lean your shoulders back and then your chin will lift. And just breathe here. Feel your shoulders moving onto your back. Imagine you're just taking a nice big cold sip of water. Letting that breath refresh you and connect with you. Let's take two more deep breaths here. As you lean your head back, then the shoulders can go back. Good, and then come all the way out nice and slow. Oh, as I did that, it was a lot of pops. Roll your shoulders onto your back and just notice how nice that feels. Good. All right, then take your right arm out in front. So we're gonna inhale and open to the right. So stretching it back and then exhale it back through center. Keep your left hand on your left knee and that's gonna anchor you. You can inhale as you open and twist, follow your hand with your gaze and then exhale it back. Inhaling and exhaling, that's it. Opening your chest, opening the heart, the front of the corner of the chest, that's it. Inhale and exhale. Good. This next time as you open, stay there. Just look towards your left shoulder, release that, towards your right shoulder, release your left shoulder down. Good, and then come all the way back. Roll those shoulders onto your back. Good morning. Take your left hand out in front now. We're going to inhale and open to the left and exhale back through center. So inhaling as you open and exhaling, coming back. Remember, we're feeling good in our bodies this morning, letting things warm up slowly. Inhale and exhale. And sometimes you're going to feel some little snaps and crackles and pops. Move gracefully, move slowly. That's it. This next time as you twist, hold it there. Look towards your left fingertips. Let your right shoulder soften away from you. Take another deep breath here. Perfect. And then come all the way back. Rolling the shoulders back. Feeling yourself settling in. And then come back into your circles again. Letting your hips start to release down into the chair. So releasing some of that energy. Feeling yourself start to come more into the present moment. Good. Change your direction. That's it. Perfect. And then we'll come back through center again and then just inhale and roll the shoulders back. Lift your chin. Exhale and round, pulling your belly in. So just moving nice and slow. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's do 3 more like that. Big inhale. Good. Big exhale. Just checking in. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. This last one, coming back through center. And then we'll come up to standing. So as you come up to standing in this one, you're gonna start to scoot forward in your chair. You wanna scoot forward in the chair so that you really utilize the power of your legs. Lean forward, bring your nose over your toes, and you can use your chair or your body, and then see if you can come all the way up to standing. All right, we're gonna come back here. We're gonna hold on to our chair. We're gonna be cut off a little bit. We're just gonna start to lift the right leg out and in. So out and in, feeling those muscles in your outer right hip, working, firing up. Good. Lift and lower, lift and lower. One more time. Good. And then you can use you can turn and just use the other hand on your chair, and you're just going to lift and lower with that left leg. So just feeling that movement. Good. Awesome job. All right. Now, come on into this next one. We're going to come into our down dog like we usually do, reaching our hips back. Stretching those hips side to side. All right, and from here, we're gonna take that right leg up and lift it up. We did this one yesterday, and we're gonna start to bend and straighten our leg. I gotta come a little out of the way of my plant here. So just bend and straighten your leg here. That's it, feel your belly pulling in. Good, feel all that strength through the legs. And then switch legs. So you're gonna bring the left leg back now, lift it up nice and high, and just start to bend and straighten your leg. Yeah, so here, I'll just show you so you can see a little bit here, feeling the back of that leg. You can keep both hands on your chair. Take another breath here, 2 more. That's it. Good. Come on back through center, walk yourself in, and just move your hips a little. And then we're gonna do 1 more here with our legs. So walking yourself back, take your right leg up and back, bend the knee like you did before, and now see if you can open your knee and bring it back down. So opening and closing, almost like a clamshell. If you've done physical therapy, you've probably done this laying on the floor on your side. Just lifting and lowering. The more you flex your foot, the less awkward it'll feel. 2 more. That's it. Good. And then we'll switch sides. So we'll bring that left leg back, lift it up, bend the knee, and then open and close the knee to the left. That's it. Just feeling that movement as you breathe. Opening and closing your knee. 2 more. Keep that foot flexed. Good, and then come all the way out. Move your hips side to side, and then you can come back to your seat. And as you come back to your seat, we're gonna do a seated forward bend. So you can come forward in your chair, hinge forward, and just let yourself rest. So start with your elbows on your knees. Check in with your breath. That's it. If you want, you can drop your head. And after a few breaths, if you feel like you can go deeper, you can start to release your hands down towards the floor. It's gonna be a pretty intense stretch to your low back, so feel it out for yourself. You can always bring your hands back. Just stretching here, releasing your back body. Letting gravity do the work. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. And then we'll roll all the way up. Feel good Friday, feeling good in our bodies, feeling good with our breath. That's it. All right, so we're gonna come in now. We're gonna do a little bit of a relaxation breath. It's really a calming breath. We sort of move in through one side and down through the other. I was at the doctor earlier this week and I had to have this like little procedure thing done, and sometimes I get freaked out just like everyone else, right? And so what I do when I feel a little anxious, a little nervous, is I take this breath, and it's called an alternate nostril breath. It's really great for calming down and allowing yourself to pause. Sometimes we get so caught up in the moment of things that we can't bring ourselves down. So this is a really great exercise for that. So we'll do a couple of rounds of this breath together, and then we'll come in and we'll just close our eyes and start to meditate a little. So know that sometimes when we practice breath work, it makes you feel a little more anxious. So if you're feeling like this isn't working for you today, just come back and do a regular breath. Know that that's okay. It's totally normal. We're going to start by inhaling through our nose and exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Good. Now we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. That's it. Good. Bring your hand up. You can use your right or left hand. We're just going to use our pointer finger and our thumb. All right, so we're going to inhale and close off our left nostril. Inhale through the right. Close off the right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. We'll do one more full round. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Come back now to a more natural breath. Let yourself sit back in your chair and start to notice how that made you feel. Now, I'm one of those people that cries a lot, and there are circumstances where you really shouldn't be crying, like work and things like that. So that's one of those practices that I've taken with me throughout my different lives. So definitely through my corporate career, there have been a few times where I've had to go to the bathroom and just calm myself down and breathe. And it's a really quick thing. You can do it while you're driving because you really just need one hand. But it brings that nervous system back down and starts to allow things to settle. And it makes it easier for us to pause. So now with your eyes closed, sit back in your chair and start to notice how you're feeling. You can start to come back to a more natural breath, inhaling and exhaling either through your nose or your nose and your mouth. Feeling yourself just settling in right where you are, in your body, in your breath. Feel yourself softening into the back of your chair, and with your eyes closed, allow yourself to turn within. And we're just going to scan through the body, following your breath in and out through your nose, starting with your awareness at the top of your head, slowly moving down towards your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your ears, your cheeks, and your nose. Moving the awareness over your mouth, softening your jaw, your tongue. releasing the jaw, softening that spot in the back of your head where your skull and your spine meet. And then beginning to relax the back of the neck, the sides of your neck, and the front of your neck. Feel the tops of your shoulders soften away from you and begin to soften the upper chest and back. Tops of the arms, shoulder blades, the breastbone, your side body down to your elbows, your ribs, the back of the ribs, the sides of the ribs, and the front of the ribs. Belly, your forearms, your wrists, and your hands. Moving that awareness now down towards your hips and your waistline, down into your seat. Slowly bringing the awareness over the tops of your thighs, to your knees, shins and calves, all the way down to your ankles. Letting yourself move all the way down towards the bottom of your feet, tips of the toes. Coming back now to noticing your breath, noticing that flow of the inhale and the exhale. As you start to feel yourself come back into the present moment and notice what that little bit of pause just did for you, how it started to settle your body, your breath, even your thoughts. As you blink your eyes open, you can bring a little extra movement to your fingers, to your toes, maybe even stretch out your arms here. Come back to the presence of the room, and you can bring your hands back in front of your heart. So we honor this practice, we honor these pauses, and so they might be more of an active part of our lives, right? Bringing them into different little places. We bow together. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Nicole Traum with Lee Health's Healthcare Hero Self-Care Moment. We'll be back on Monday at 6:40 a.m. Please feel free to come back and watch this whenever or share it with your friends. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, wear your mask, and have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.